Hey y'all, I'm back with Girl Talk. It's your girl Dave, and today I have a special guest, my cousin
Hey.
QB for y'all. And I'm gonna be asking him a few questions of topics that he picked, and you guys know the drill. Comment, like, subscribe, all of those things below. Anything you want to comment on, comment, let us know. Next time I do my Girl Talk show, I'll be answering all you guys' questions. We'll be talking about the comments and giving feedback, all those things. So make sure you
So
comment.
just make motherfucker.
Okay, cuz, so I'm going to stand the camera up so we don't have
I
to
think you should turn this high.
hold it or anything.
Yeah, so put your beat.
Okay. So, my first question is, what point, this is his choice, like I said. I'll be having a lot of special guests, and always know, guys, that they pick their topics. They're open to talk about whatever they want. They can say whatever they want. No filter, cussing, profanity. So kids, no, you can't watch without a parent's consent.
And
What?
so I chose a couple of questions, but I also gave her permission to throw whatever, question after probably the first two to just throw whatever at me. Because at the end of the day, I think that, that adds a spice to it. You know what I mean? Like, catch me off guard. You know what I mean? So go ahead.
Okay. So the first question that he picked was, at what point in a relationship is it okay to stop using condoms?
I feel like why am I laughing? I feel like honestly I feel like it really is all about the feeling between two people. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, like
Basically, it should
you know
be
what I mean?
mutual.
Like yeah, like at the end of the day, like if we've been friends for a really long time and we're just now exploring a physical side of it, we might feel comfortable enough to, not wrap it up. But for me, I think, the point, I don't really feel like it has a specific time frame on it because I think that every relationship is different and, you know what I mean? A lot of different things play into it, you know what I mean? Like, are we exclusive? Are we? I mean, because a relationship can be a monogamous relationship. It can be a poly relationship.
Definitely.
It can be a situationship. You know what I mean? So
Definitely.
I think that a lot of things, play a different part in it. But I definitely think that the point in the relationship, in the said relationship, where it's okay to stop using condoms, is when we both agree that we're willing to take that risk together.
Exactly.
And y'all should most definitely have conversations about practicing safe sex. Are y'all exclusive? If y'all not, are they practicing safe sex outside of your guys' union?
That's
you know what I mean? So just, I think, whenever you two decide together not to, but to also make wise decisions.
Definitely.
What about you? What you think?
I would have to say, like, basically what he said, because that is true. Like, you have to know what the other person is doing as well. You don't know who they're laying down with when they're not with you or what they're doing as well. So I definitely feel like, and like you said, if you guys have always been talking, you will feel more comfortable than somebody you're just, just talking to, and then y'all, boom, y'all finna get physical. Like, that's a different scenario. You probably may want to, use protection, because at the end of the day, we have been talking, but we're doing this kind of fast or whatever, the situation. But me, I honestly say it depends on the person, because it have been people that, first time, no condom, because I felt that comfortable, or we already had agreement, or we knew we weren't sleeping with other people, or we already came to terms on what we were doing. So it was like, basically like that. And we both took that risk at the end of the day, because anything can happen at the end of the day. So it definitely has to be mutual, definitely, because you don't know. And I also feel like he said, if you guys are friends, you guys have probably already talked about who have you been with, or, you guys have already talked about these things because y'all was already friends, and, y'all already been talking and shit like that. So I definitely feel like, yeah, like, Yeah, it really definitely depends on the situation, circumstances.
But I think we can agree on it definitely needs to be a mutual decision.
Period.
You know, that's
Period.
the point in the relationship where y'all decide to do that. When it's a mutual, when it's a conversation. You know what I mean?
Right,
like, let it
exactly.
be a conversation.
Let it be a conversation.
You know what I mean? Like, because sometimes you know, in my experience, I didn't have my, you know, like, you feel me? Maybe a moment where it's like we moving kind of quick and it just kind of happens. But you know what? I don't want this to be a fucking 45-minute video. So next question, I think, this is not my show.
But you can talk about it because it definitely get deep. It definitely can get deep.
It can get deep.
And at the end of the day, you know,
I feel like it should get deep when it's kind of like a story time, and that wasn't really a story time. So I think, you feel me?
That's cool. We put it on me. It should be mutual, and that's basically our conclusion to that question. The feeling got to be mutual. It got to be, you know, you got to know what you're doing, who you're doing it with. Period. And yeah, moving on. Next question. So the next question, I think I'm gonna throw in my surprise question now.
Okay, I'm ready. Woo! Let me drink some of this wine.
Here we are. Cheers. My surprise question is, what is your biggest turn off during sex?
Ooh. Ooh. My biggest turn off during sex, I think, might be like porn talk. And when I say porn talk, okay, so it's like, I feel like everybody's different. You know, some people are verbal, some people are not.
Right.
Some people are more verbal than others. I don't like when I feel like a motherfucker is like overdoing it. I don't want to say faking it, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like, are you like, you feel me? Like, just like for example, like, you know, those of us who, you know, indulge in porn. Like, you feel me? Like, I personally, this is the whole new question. I prefer amateur porn because I feel like that studio shit, they hyping it. Oh yeah, fuck me and this, and it's like, are you even being genuine? Are you really into it? Are you feeling it? So I guess my biggest turn off would be like, you know what I mean? Like when a person overdoes it on, you know, the commentary of the sex. You know what I'm saying? If we gonna talk and we gonna, you know, we gonna get freaky, I want it to be genuine. I want it to be you know what I mean? Like, so that's my biggest
You
turn
want
off.
it to be real.
I want it to be real, and at the end of the day, like, shut the fuck up. That should be lit.
Right.
But it's lit
So
when
you
know
don't
it's
like
real.
verbal?
No,
or you love verbal, just real
I'm not gonna
verbal?
say I love verbal. I'm not gonna say I like genuine
verbalness.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, at the
like
end of the day,
don't be hella fake about it.
Don't sound hella like
phony.
Yeah, hella phony, or even I guess when it's like I guess maybe like when it's extremely vulgar, it's like it seems fake. Like,
yeah. like yeah, motherfucker. That's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm fucking coming.
Like,
or some shit like that.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Like, it's kind of chill. Chill, but you feel me, passionate.
Exactly.
What about you?
I would have to say that I'm a comment on that after I answer the question, what you said. I'll have to say my biggest turn off is when a motherfucker don't care about you.
So
like,
a selfish lover.
A selfish lover, like a person that's just like, I'm done. Like, they didn't give a fuck if you felt it, did I get off? You know, how am I feeling now?
That's an amazing one, because that's real.
For real.
And, you know, I feel like that goes along the lines of just like, you know, like passionless sex. Like,
exactly.
You know, like.
Got a lot of quick pumpers, and that's another one that's not giving a fuck about the other person.
In reality, for real. You know what I mean? Like, but what did you want to commentate on?
Oh, and then I wanted to comment on yours. I was going to say, yeah, like, it's a lot of people that does that fake ass you know,
sex talk.
and, you know, because I've seen it in movies and in person, a motherfucker just acting like it's just, oh, so good or something like that, or they're basically trying to use it as leverage to get you off or something. Something like that. Like, no, I don't like that shit. That shit is phony as fuck. You don't need to do all that. I'm gonna let y'all know that now.
Period. I definitely think that needs to be, you know, made public that shit is not cool. That shit is not a turn on. It's not fascinating at all. Period. Like it's a turn off.
Definitely.
You know, and definitely selfish lovers, because it's like, you know, a selfish lover is not a fun lover. It's not a good time. So if you want to see me again, bitch, don't be selfish.
Don't be. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to remember you as a selfish motherfucker. And I might just got to play you next time.
And you know what the fuck they say? People might not remember what you said, but they remember how you made them feel. And bitch, don't ever make me feel inadequate during sex, because I'll never call you in.
At the fuck all. Your ass is grass. Period.
And the brown kind of grass, not even a cute green kind. Like, what
nope.
the fuck?
The brown burnt grass.
Period.
Fuck all that. Period. So lately I've been seeing a lot of stuff about April and Lil Fizz. How do you feel about that? It's been like funny ass memes. Like,
I've seen a few
funny ass memes.
I feel like I mean, like the general part of it, I definitely feel like it's weird. I think that, you know what I mean, like, I feel like, okay, like, first of all, like, I feel like this is kind of all in the family. Like, I understand that, you know, these guys haven't been friends in years, and they were in a group together, and I know to, like, people on the outside looking in, like, we look at groups and shit, like, these are friends, right. These are family, and sometimes it's a business relationship, you know what I mean?
That's true.
But even still, I feel like that was a very close thing, and I just feel like if I could have a comment that just was stamped on my opinion of that, it would be all the motherfuckers in the world. It's so many people in the world, and this is the motherfucker that you are with now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know in the words of Keisha Cole, you feel me? You can't help who you love, because Heaven Sent is my song. Period. But I feel like, you know, when you dealing with people, you feel me, especially if it's a relationship where it's like a friendship, it's like it was a family thing. Because at the end of the day, y'all been on Love and Hip Hop, and when you first got on Love and Hip Hop, you was with Omarion, and Fizz was on the show too, and they was doing scenes and shit together. So at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure the dynamic of that was, this is the bro, this is my man's partner, and so it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I understand y'all might have been in close quarters, you know, and recording and all of that shit, but I feel like once you start to kind of feel maybe a little twinge in your punani or a little spring in your dick, you know what I mean? It kind of should have been like you know what I mean? But at the same time, in the same sentence, you know what I mean? Like, y'all grown, and if that's a choice y'all wanted to make, you feel me, then own that shit. But I do personally feel like that's a relationship that I feel like would have probably made me feel a certain type of way about the people that I should have a certain level of love for, regardless if we're not tight anymore. I feel like we were in a band together before. You know what I mean? Why are you now with the mother of my 2 children, even if I don't see you every day? And then April was like, bitch, you feel me? Y'all gonna be seeing pictures from 10 years ago where you was on Omari's arm. Oh, excuse me. And Fizz was in the room, and it's like, oh, and now you would like that shit just is a little, it's a little
weird.
touchy.
I would have to say the same fucking thing, like, yeah and no, because at first I didn't feel nothing about it, but now that you say it like that, that does bring another perspective in. Like, definitely you were around when they were still doing shit, because like they just did the fucking tour. They had to already been planning this, you know, months before. You don't just hop on tour. That's not how it works. It takes time. You have to know, you know, you have to build your shows, build your clientele, get tickets, all of those things before you even put that shit out there. So it's like, definitely you knew. I feel like you
probably could have put a pause on that. Like,
yes,
whoa,
definitely.
this is, you know what I mean? But it's all like, I mean, like, I don't know, like that.
You definitely should have put a pause on that shit. And like you said, there's hella more people in the world you could have fucked with.
Exactly.
You know, and that's why I also feel like Moniece is kind of hurt too, because she feel like, bitch, we were all family or semi something, because our niggas was in the same band, even though we never didn't cordially hang out or we weren't chilling. She feel like they had a relationship on some type of standard, on some type of basis. She feel played by her baby daddy and the bitch, because also they were holding it behind everybody's back, claiming friendship, when they were really already fucking. Because we all know Love and Hip Hop gets aired ahead of time, you know.
And that fake ass aired this. I'm gonna taste them lips. Boy, you been tasting lips.
Been kissing on her and all that. We know that. And I don't feel like Zell is wrong for giving the pics out. Because
he gave out some pics because I don't watch Love and Hip Hop. What happened?
Because basically Zell aired the pics to Hollywood Unlocked, you know, Jason Lee.
Which one? What pic?
Of April and Fizz in the bed together in Vegas on their Vegas trip they just went on in the last episode. Wow. So she basically was mad that he did that because he was supposed to be her friend, but he seen her online with the bitch Brittany B, you know, and he had gotten into it with her. I don't know if you seen Brittany B, but I know for sure Lyrica was posting her hella pictures. He don't watch Love and Hip Hop, but anyways, back to the main question. This April, the shit is many.
It's many.
And I was seeing, you know, a lot of memes about, you know, she the reason why women can't even chill with their nigga and his friends and stuff like that. And that's really true, because a lot of people end up fucking their nigga friends, or their nigga end up fucking their bitch friends. Like, it's been on both ends. I done seen this shit happen to family. Shit didn't got real over dick. Motherfuckers don't play. Know that. But now
motherfuckers definitely don't
play. So,
but you know, on top of not playing, because it's something like, you know, I mean, I just feel like that's deep. Like, you feel me? Like, not playing, like, you can fuck around and get beat the fuck up, slice the fuck up. You know what I mean? Or
and that's his baby's mother. At the end of the day, he's gonna have to still be in this woman's life. This is not just his ex-bitch, you know what I mean? Or somebody he could just, that's just, you know, out the window. No, they still share kids. He's trying to fight her in court for custody. So y'all both gonna be having to deal with that stress. Y'all both gonna be going to court, because now this is your situation. You didn't indulge in this situation. You know what I mean? And now they're trying to make it seem like he's gonna push for it. It was already going on. You know what I mean? He don't even believe it happened after the fact. He think you guys were already having something going on.
Period.
Which, who wouldn't think that? All of a sudden, you guys are in love. But that's another story. Next question. Have you had, or would you have, a threesome?
Hey y'all. I have definitely been a part of a threesome.
How was it?
It was fun. It was nice. I've been in a couple of threesomes. I definitely feel like, you know.
Were there couples or just like three consensual?
The one time, I think the very first time was a couple. Because, like, I had a few experiences. Like, I think one time it was, like, a couple. And it was okay, you know what I mean? Like, it was kind of quick because, you feel me? Like, I wasn't really hella trying to chill. And then it was with, then the other couple
So you
times,
just basically came to, like, let's
yeah, like, I can't, exactly, because, well, that's how I, like, it was, you know, definitely, you feel me, one of them homies that, you feel me, I would pull up on for what I pull up on for me for, and
so
then,
basically, like, this was the person you was already hitting.
Yeah, like I was hitting the boy, you know, one of the boyfriends.
One of the boyfriends.
And so the last time we kicked it, because I think that was the last time I kicked it with even the nigga, you feel me, he was just like, you feel me, pull up on me and my dude, and you feel me, I pulled up or whatever, and it was like, you know, like, you know, we didn't, like, for me, it was like, it wasn't awkward for me at all. It was
Do you feel
cool.
like it was awkward for them?
I don't. They didn't seem like. They definitely seemed very comfortable.
Oh, okay.
The other 2 times, it was just like kind of like all free agents. Well, the three of us, we friends. And I definitely I like that dynamic. I feel like the other time for me wasn't awkward. I didn't feel anything, but I feel like for me, because like my second part of my answer is like I feel like I could do I could be the third person, or I can be a person with another couple. I personally, I don't know if I would want to do a threesome with mine because it depends on what role is getting played. Because it's like I don't know if I want to see another nigga fucking my nigga. I could fuck another nigga with my nigga, but you know what I mean?
Right.
So
definitely, you don't know how you would take in having someone come into your bed and fucking your nigga better, or
exactly,
something like
or
that.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you feel me? Then I'm keep it all the way real. Feel me? Then you feel me? Size, I definitely would not want no nigga way bigger than me to come fuck my nigga.
Right,
you feel me?
shit like that.
You feel me? I'm gonna feel inadequate at that point, especially if my motherfucking man is hella loving it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Right.
But you feel me? And that might be an insecurity.
And I'm gonna just say that right then and there, because that is an insecurity, and a lot of couples have to, talk about those things before they have threesomes, because it's like, bitch, at the end of the day, you're supposed to come in me, bitch, come off me, not this motherfucker. That's a number one rule when you're doing it with other people when you're in a couple. Period. Because at the end of the day, you don't want the next motherfucker to make your person, ejaculate or whatever.
Right.
And I'm just like, there, no. And a lot of people say that's just like with a bitch. You don't want the bitch pussy to be better than yours. Maybe the bitch got more ass than you. Or maybe this bitch know how to fuck better than you, and now you thinking they're meeting up on the under.
Yeah, because at the end, I feel like that's definitely an insecurity, period. And so I definitely feel like, there needs to be a whole ass, solid ass bond between you and yours.
Yep.
At the end of the day.
And that's why I say it should be both consensual before of the couple, and y'all should be together for at least 3 years. I'll say 3 years because by 3 years, you know your partner. You know what they like, you know what they don't like, and y'all already got an agreement. Y'all done talked about this shit. You know what they don't want you to do. They know what you don't want them to do. You know what I mean? And all of that. Y'all gonna already know who's going to get the person. Y'all gonna be already level-headed on everything y'all need to know. See, this where relationships mess up, because I've heard a lot of people, like I had a friend, I'm not going to say her name, but, she had a threesome, and she said her man was, hooking up with a girl behind her back, still getting neck, and, well, y'all know what neck is, anyways, getting head, and, and all of that with the girl, and she found out, after the fact, and she was really heartbroken about it, but it was just like, you and your guy was only together about a year. You know what I mean? He probably wasn't even faithful to you all the way yet. You know what I mean? Because sometimes when people have been single a long time, or they haven't been in a relationship for a long time, they're not just going to instantly cut off all the people they're talking to because you came into the picture now. You know what I mean? It's going to take them some months. You know what I mean? Or even if they are ignoring the people, they're not going to stop calling right away. You know what I mean? Everything takes time, and that's why I say 3 years before a couple should even be thinking about bringing someone into their bed, because y'all need to have all type of agreements between each other at that point.
Period. So these are our opinions on motherfucking threesome.
No, I have to say, mine would have to be no, I haven't. But I would want to, I would want to in the future, before I get married and stuff.
Yeah.
I would want to, because everybody know, I like girls, but it's just I would want all insecurities, to be gone.
To be at
trust
bay,
issues to be at bay. Y'all need to be so good in y'all relationship, in a head space, mind space, physical space, everything space for you to take it there, definitely. And that's probably why I've never had one too, because I'm not about to just bring no bitch in my bed not knowing what my nigga on. Because like I said, it can't happen. Motherfucker might just choose up on your ass.
No, for real. And honestly, and I wanted to say, no, for real. And I definitely, I can appreciate the fact that that you feel me, that you have a like, not a timestamp, but prerequisite of years. Like, you feel me, it has to have been this long. Even though I feel like, I feel like that's cool. Like, like, yeah, like, because I feel like even if it's only months, like, you feel me, I have to fuck with you for this, you know what I mean, to feel like I fuck with you. But don't let that be, you feel me, the end of the road, because a motherfucker could be with you for 20 years and still choose up.
That's
they
right.
want something new, you know what I mean? So it's like, at the end of the day, like, I definitely feel like, I can agree with you, feel me, will have had to have been together for at least this long. But don't take that for granted, because that, you feel me, like,
for real,
that ain't gonna be no
time don't matter. You still have to have that type of mutual consent, bond, respect, all of that before you do it. And that's why a lot of failed relationships have happened. Or, for instance, your husband just all of a sudden starts cheating, not even husband, boyfriend, whatever, just starts cheating now that y'all have done a threesome. You get what I'm saying? Right. Because now they're like, well, what's out there?
Well,
I want to see. Man.
What's out there?
Or whatever, they want to now explore and stuff like that. But I feel like in a relationship, y'all should have a mutual respect for each other to not even take it there. You know what I mean? Definitely. That's why I say, know your partner, know your relationship, and have that understanding before you take it there.
Definitely gotta understand it.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, it was so nice visiting with you guys. I personally will be back with a haircut. I'm going through something right now. But I'll be big over there.
My cuz came through.
Don't go telling my business. Don't go telling my business.
We keep it real on here. Uncut, personal, no lies. Comment, like, subscribe. And we'll see you next time on Girl Talk a Day. Thank you guys. Bye.